NOAA says the current El Niño pattern has reached the threshold to be called strong. I'm meteorologist Rachael Jay, and let's take a look at what that may mean for this winter and has meant for El Niño winters in the past here in Connecticut. First, El Niño is the warmer phase of what's called ENSO, and that's where we look at the water temperatures of the equatorial Pacific Ocean. The current NOAA winter outlook is for an overall above average temperatures and near average precip here in southern New England. Now, that could mean one really snowy or really cold month, and then the rest of the season turns the tide in the other direction. But let's look back. The last El Niño winter we had was 2018 through 2019. And the first thing you may think of is that January 2019 ice storm. But also 6 inches of snow fell in Canaan, just under 5 in Litchfield, and 3 inches in Roxbury. A little bit earlier in the season, in mid-November, the storm that struck before Thanksgiving dropped 8 inches in Bethel, just over 8 in Newtown, and almost 11 inches was reported in New Fairfield. The previous El Niño year to that was 2015 through 16, when Bridgeport recorded its coldest February temperature on record at 6 degrees below zero on Valentine's Day. Over a half foot of snow fell during an early February storm in areas like Norwalk, Easton, and West Haven. 11 inches was reported in Killingly just a couple of days later. The second storm also produced around 5 inches in Columbia, Southington, and Burlington. And that winter still stands as the warmest on record in the Hartford area, which includes New Britain, Avon, and Bloomfield. 2014-15 was the only other El Niño winter within the last decade, and that one was a doozy where storm totals were measured in feet. Folks around Weston probably still think about the storm that left them with over 14 inches of fresh snow. Totals like 17 inches in Guilford, around 20 in Essex and Deep River, and about 2 feet around Preston, Bosra, and Sprague tell the story of that winter. So while the outlook may seem grim for snow lovers, that doesn't mean that we won't get any snow at all, because even blizzards are possible during El Niño winters. So make sure you stick with your NBC Connecticut Storm Tracker weather team for what this winter will bring.